December 10th is just around the corner, which means one of the most dazzling evenings of the year for jewelry enthusiasts, the Nobel Prize ceremony, is fast approaching. This celebration of science and art is traditionally accompanied by the sparkle of royal tiaras and necklaces, which never fail to captivate. In anticipation of the royal appearances this year, I have compiled a selection of my favorite looks worn by Crown Princess Victoria at past Nobel ceremonies. Each of her ensembles tells a unique story, deeply connected to the historical legacy of the Swedish crown. Before we begin, please support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. At the 2005 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria dazzled in the Baden Fringe Tiara and the Processional Necklace, two pieces that carry significant historical heritage within the Swedish royal collection. The tiara, designed in a diamond sunray style, is a classic example of the fringe designs popular in the 19th century. It features alternating long and short, sharp diamond spikes, creating a shimmering effect. One of its unique features is its transformable mechanism. The tiara can be converted into a necklace thanks to a concealed spring system. This tiara originally belonged to Victoria of Baden, who received it as a wedding gift from her parents upon her marriage to Crown Prince Gustaf of Sweden in 1881. She wore it as a necklace on her wedding day, and later often donned it as a tiara, making it an integral part of her regal image. After Victoria of Baden's death in 1930, the tiara was entrusted to the family foundation to ensure its preservation within the royal collection. In photos from the 2005 ceremony, you can see that the tiara's base was wrapped in gray velvet. This unusual choice was made because the tiara was frequently worn by Princess Lilian, the wife of Prince Bertil, and the velvet was tailored to match her silver hair. In later years, the tiara's base was replaced with dark velvet to better complement Crown Princess Victoria's hair color. This transformation can be observed in photos from subsequent Nobel ceremonies. Victoria completed her 2005 look with another jewel linked to Victoria of Baden, the Processional Necklace. This exquisite necklace was created specifically for ceremonial occasions. It was gifted to Victoria of Baden upon her arrival in Sweden as the new crown princess. Its design is a true masterpiece, featuring gold patterns, diamond garlands, pearl accents, and pale blue Ceylon sapphires. The necklace's central elements are diamond knots resembling festoons, symbolizing celebration and welcome. The necklace's history makes it an integral part of Swedish royal symbolism. After Victoria of Baden, it became a traditional accessory for Swedish queens and crown princesses. The blue sapphires harmonized perfectly with Victoria's evening gown, while the pearls and diamonds added a touch of festive brilliance. At the 2009 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria chose a rare combination of two historically significant pieces, the diamond six-button tiara and the Napoleonic Amethyst Parure. This choice highlighted the deep connection of the Swedish royal family to two distinct eras, 19th century Swedish monarchy and the imperial French court of Napoleon. The six-button tiara that Victoria wore that evening was first assembled in the 1970s for Princess Lilian, but its diamond rosettes have a much older history. These rosettes originally belonged to Queen Lovisa Ulrika, consort of King Adolf Fredrik, and later appeared on King Carl XIV Johann's coronation crown in 1818. The rosettes were added to the crown to emphasize the link between the new Bernadotte dynasty and the preceding Holstein-Gottorp dynasty, as well as to enhance the crown's grandeur. However, the tradition of coronations ended after King Oscar II's reign, and the rosettes were removed from the crown in the early 20th century. Queen Victoria of Baden proposed transforming the diamond elements into a tiara, though the project was completed only decades later. In 1976, ahead of King Carl XVI Gustaf's wedding to Queen Sylvia, the rosettes were mounted on a tiara frame. This tiara, known as the Carl Johan Tiara, has since become a cherished family heirloom. At the 2009 ceremony, Victoria paired this tiara with earrings, a necklace, and a brooch from the Napoleonic Amethyst Parure. The history of this parure begins with Josephine de Beauharnais, the first wife of Napoleon. The set, which includes a necklace, now commonly worn as a tiara, earrings, bracelets, and a devant de corsage, was gifted by Josephine to her daughter-in-law, Princess Augusta Amalia of Bavaria, on her marriage to Eugene de Beauharnais, Duke of Leuchtenberg. Augusta later passed the amethyst parure to her daughter, Josephine of Leuchtenberg, who brought it to Sweden when she married the future King Oscar I in 1823. The necklace that Victoria wore at the 2009 ceremony is, in fact, two bracelets that were combined by Queen Sylvia. When needed, the necklace can easily be transformed back into its original bracelet form. At the 2015 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria once again chose jewels from the Napoleonic Amethyst Parure, pairing them this time with the Connaught Diamond Tiara. Notably, Victoria also added one of the amethyst brooches to her hairstyle. The Connaught Diamond Tiara, renowned for its elegance and symbolism, was created in 1904 by E. Wolfe and Company in London. It was gifted to Princess Margaret of Connaught by her parents for her 1905 wedding to the future King Gustav VI Adolf of Sweden. The tiara features diamonds suspended from delicate arches, creating a shimmering effect as it moves. Following Margaret's untimely death in 1920, the tiara passed to her eldest son, Prince Gustav Adolf, and later became associated with his wife, Princess Sibylla. Over the decades, it became known as Sibylla's tiara. Today, the tiara belongs to King Carl XVI Gustaf, who inherited it personally from Princess Sibylla. It is believed to be a personal possession rather than part of the family's official jewel foundation. By 2015, the tiara had already appeared at numerous Nobel ceremonies. That year marked the first time Victoria selected it for the event. Its delicate, dancing diamond design perfectly complemented the bold amethysts, creating a refined contrast. At the 2016 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria showcased a stunning combination of historical jewels, the Napoleonic Cut-Steel Tiara, and pieces from the Cameo Perur. This choice highlighted her appreciation for rare and iconic treasures from the royal collection. The Napoleonic Cut-Steel Tiara is a unique piece notable for being crafted without gemstones. Made in the early 19th century, it was likely created for Hortense de Beauharnais, Napoleon's stepdaughter and the Queen of Holland. The tiara features expertly cut and polished steel elements that glitter like diamonds. It is further adorned with gilded accents and diamond dusting, lending it an air of lightness and sophistication. After Hortense's death in 1837, the steel parure passed to her niece, Eugenie of Leuchtenberg, and later to her sister Amélie, the former Empress of Brazil. Eventually, it came into the possession of Josephine of Leuchtenberg, who was by then Queen of Sweden and Norway. Forgotten for decades, the tiara was rediscovered in 1976 by art historian Göran Alm in the Royal Palace Archives. After restoration, Queen Sylvia began wearing it for official events, returning it to its rightful place in the royal spotlight. Today, the tiara is one of Victoria's favorites, cherished for its lightness and historical significance. For the 2016 ceremony, Victoria paired the tiara with pieces from the Cameo Parure, including earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet. The cameos, crafted in early 19th century France, are believed to have belonged to Empress Josephine, Napoleon's first wife. The parure came into the Swedish royal family through Josephine of Leuchtenberg. This combination of polished steel and the romantic classicism of the cameos lent Victoria's ensemble a modern elegance steeped in historical depth. At the 2017 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria selected the Swedish Aquamarine Kokoshnik, diamond floral earrings, and the diamond lozenge brooch. The Swedish Aquamarine Kokoshnik is a tiara adorned with large aquamarines framed by a fine lattice of diamonds. It was part of the collection of Margaret of Connaught. After her premature death, the piece was inherited by her eldest son, Prince Gustav Adolf, and later passed to his wife, Princess Sibylla. She debuted the tiara at a ball held on the eve of her 1932 wedding. Sibylla wore the Kokoshnik throughout her life, and after her death in 1972, the tiara was inherited by her eldest daughter, Princess Margaretha. Though it disappeared from public view for some time, the tiara has been in use again by members of the royal family since 2010. The diamond lozenge brooch is another historical piece in Victoria's ensemble. It has been part of the Swedish royal collection for generations. In a formal portrait of Queen Victoria of Sweden taken around 1910, the brooch is prominently displayed at the center of her bodice, surrounded by diamonds and pearls. Victoria also wore the family's diamond zigzag bracelet, a favorite of several royal ladies for significant events. Notably, Princess Madeleine wore it on her wedding day. To complete her look, Crown Princess Victoria chose the diamond floral earrings, also part of the family collection. These earrings, featuring delicate diamond petals, perfectly complemented the brilliance of the Kokoshnik and the brooch, creating a harmonious and refined ensemble. At the 2019 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria chose an exquisite set of jewels, the Baden Fringe Tiara, earrings crafted from Queen Josephina's diamond stomacher, a classic diamond Riviere necklace, and one of the diamond rose brooches. The Baden Fringe Tiara, worn by Victoria that evening, has long been one of her signature pieces. This tiara has been a staple in Victoria's jewelry choices for formal events, including numerous Nobel ceremonies. As seen in the photos, the tiara's base was wrapped in dark velvet, perfectly matching Crown Princess Victoria's hair color. Victoria paired the tiara with earrings from the royal collection that originally formed part of Queen Josefina's diamond stomacher. This stomacher, created in the 19th century for Queen Josefina of Sweden and Norway, featured an intricate diamond design with pendants. Later, the piece was transformed into a grand diamond necklace. Around her neck, Victoria wore a classic diamond riviere, a necklace of perfectly matched stones connected in an elegant line. The finishing touch to her look was a diamond rose brooch pinned to the sash of the Order of the Seraphim. These brooches are part of the famous Braganza perur, brought to Sweden from Brazil. Known for their exquisite detailing of diamond-paved petals and leaves, they are often used to add brilliance to royal ensembles. In 2022, the Nobel Prize ceremony returned to its full format after the pandemic, and Crown Princess Victoria once again dazzled in luxurious jewels. For this event, she selected the diamond six-button tiara, the Vasa earrings, a delicate floral necklace, as well as diamond brooches and the zigzag diamond bracelet. Notably, for this outing, an additional row of diamonds was added to the velvet base of the tiara. Victoria paired the tiara with the Vasa earrings, which, like the tiara, originate from the collection of Queen Louisa Ulrika. These 18th century earrings include removable briolette-shaped diamond pendants, which Victoria has occasionally worn in their shorter form. Adorning her neck was a necklace she has worn for over 2 decades. This elegant piece, featuring pink and blue gemstones, likely topazes, surrounded by diamonds, made its debut on Victoria during Boris Yeltsin's state visit to Stockholm in 1997. Since then, it has frequently accompanied her at significant events. To complete her look, Victoria used diamond brooches from the family collection. A diamond rosette brooch, previously worn as a pendant by Princess Lilian, was pinned to her Order of the Seraphim sash. Another identical brooch was used as a hair ornament, while a smaller diamond brooch secured the sash at the back. On her wrist, Victoria wore the diamond zigzag bracelet, which she also showcased at the 2017 Nobel ceremony. At the 2023 Nobel ceremony, Crown Princess Victoria once again selected jewels from the Napoleonic Amethyst Parure, but presented them in a fresh way. This time, she chose the Amethyst Tiara, which, as mentioned earlier, was originally a grand necklace. On her wrist, Victoria wore one of the 2 bracelets from the perur. As you may recall, the combined bracelets can also be worn as a necklace. The versatility of this transformable set allows the jewelry to be adapted for different looks and occasions. Her ensemble was completed with a brooch from the perur, elegantly pinned in her hair, and a classic diamond rosette brooch that secured the sash of the Order of the Seraphim. Which of Crown Princess Victoria's looks do you admire the most? And what jewels do you think she will choose for this year's ceremony? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you won't miss future features on royal jewels and styles. Thank you for watching.